Today I want to talk about why you should probably not be spending all of your money on Pokemon right now. There are some upcoming things that I think you will want to have some extra cash for. So if you're just buying right now just to buy, I think cutting back on spending right now wouldn't be the worst idea so you could have some extra cash for some upcoming things. And I know how easy it is to get caught up on just being on a spending spree because trust me, I have been there, but there's some upcoming things that I really think you'll want to have extra cash for. So I want to talk about those things today. The first thing I want to talk about though, which is an exception to what I'm saying where you should save money, is Surging Sparks, because I think pre-ordering Surging Sparks, and I know I talk about pre-orders, and I really don't pre-order things, but I think Surging Sparks right now is not a bad pre-order at all. You can get these cases pre-ordered right now for $600, and I feel like, yeah, there is a lot of hype over it. I know a lot of people saying that people are overhyping Surging Sparks, but just as it is right now in the cards we can see from Surging Sparks, I honestly feel like this is better than Stellar Crown, and Stellar Crown already had a lot of hype, but I think Surging Sparks is very good. So, Surging Sparks here you can see is going to be released on November 8th, so it's less than 2 months. So right now, I think pre-ordering would not be a bad idea, especially with just all the hype around it. And no one knows how much they're going to print of Surging Sparks, and the pull rates and all those things. They all affect obviously the price of the booster boxes and the cards. But just what I can see, what we know that is going to be in Surging Sparks, I think this is a very good set. So just pre-ordering now for $100 a booster box if you buy a case for $600. I think this is a good pickup right now. So this is an exception. But other than that, I want to talk about Black Friday. Black Friday is coming up here in about 2.5 months. Honestly, last year for Black Friday, I was pretty disappointed. I did not find really any very good deals. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I just missed out. I wasn't looking in the right places, but I did not find any really good deals. So I didn't really spend much money on Black Friday last year. However, the only good deal I found were Scarlet Violet base booster box, and at the time, you got to remember, a year ago, Scarlet Violet wasn't as popular as it is right now. But the base booster boxes were going for $80 flat. That's under wholesale. That's super cheap. So for value buyers out there, even though Scarlet Violet base isn't the best set, for $80, some people will see that as an opportunity. I personally did not take advantage of the $80 booster boxes, but that's the best deal I found last year. But hopefully, we can see better deals now. I would be disappointed if we didn't see some of these booster boxes or whatever have deals for. I think there are some booster boxes and some sets out there that I think have a good chance of seeing some good opportunities during Black Friday. So I want to talk about those first, and then I'll talk about some other booster boxes, some other products that I feel like it'll be interesting to see what kind of deals we see during Black Friday. So first, Paradox Rift. So Paradox Rift is one of those sets that a lot of people say is underrated, which I feel like it's true, because if you look here, Paradox Rift has been around for about almost a year now, but the booster box prices haven't done anything. This is a perfect example that I would like to talk about where it's a good set, however it has done nothing, and that I think just has to do with just obviously there's a lot of supply and there's not enough demand. I mean, it's just as simple as that, and you can see that with the price here. It has done absolutely nothing really since it's been released. But I feel like just that factor alone, that it's not super popular as it is right now, there are definitely some sets overshadowing it, and there just not being that much demand and just so much supply. I feel like you will probably find some good deals for Paradox Rift during Black Friday, and I think buying right now isn't the smartest idea just because it's not that popular. There's a lot of supply. During Black Friday, there's probably going to be some deals for Paradox Rift, and I found one listing though that had them for pretty cheap. Market price for these is around $100 now, but I did find a listing for $94. By the time I upload this, it could be gone, but this wouldn't be a bad pickup. If you can get it for like $94, $95, like that's obviously pretty cheap, but even still, I think it wouldn't be the worst idea to wait to buy Paradox Rift just because it's been the same price for so long now. It's not going to shoot up within the next couple months probably. So Paradox Rift, I think there'll definitely be some opportunities during Black Friday. So if you are looking to pick up Paradox Rift, I think we will probably see some deals. Next is Scarlet Violet base. Kind of same thing that I talked about, from last year. They were $80. Like that's obviously a good buy because it's so cheap. I didn't pick up any. If there's another $80 like sale somewhere for Scarlet Violet base, which I honestly wouldn't be that surprised to see, because as of right now, who's buying Scarlet Violet base, especially for the prices that like people are just picking up, the newer sets. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some sort of listing for like low 80s for Scarlet Violet base. So that could be a good pickup. If it does reach that price again, maybe I'll pick up a few. I don't know, but other than that, If you can get them for around that price, if we do see low 80s for Scarlet Violet base, that could be a good play maybe. Right now cases are for like $600. At that point, if you're gonna buy something right now and you're gonna spend $600 on Scarlet Violet base, you might as well just pick up Paradox. But I really feel like these sets so far that I've showed you, just they're not that popular right now. There's no reason to buy when there's Black Friday coming up. Another set I want to talk about where I feel like there's probably going to be some good opportunity during Black Friday is Tempol Forces. Now, Tempol Forces definitely is more popular than Paradox Rift and Scarlet Violet base, but it's a little bit more expensive. But you can still find them for decently cheap. Like the boxes you can get for $105, so it's not that much more than Paradox Rift. But same kind of thing. I think Tempol Forces definitely is more popular. There's a lot more demand. I think there is also less supply of Tempol Forces, at least from what I've seen online with sealed cases or just loose booster boxes. Tempol Forces tends to be more expensive than Paradox Rift. But even still with that, I think there's just still going to be a lot of opportunity during Black Friday for Tempol Forces boxes. You can get a sealed case from Rare Candy for $600. I have never used Rare Candy before, so I can't give you my personal, I guess, opinion on Rare Candy. I've heard some mixed opinions about it, but this price is pretty cheap, and I think this is still a good deal. But like I said, I've never used Rare Candy before, but definitely these sets that I've showed you so far, I feel like you can probably find some good deals because there's this, these boxes are all like around $100 or less. So I just think that factor alone, they're probably going to be good deals for these because there's just a lot of supply and just not enough demand where these boxes are shooting up like some other ones that I'm going to show you here. So Obsidian Flames. Now, Obsidian Flames is the one a lot of people like to talk about where, obviously it doesn't have like any expensive cards. The most expensive card is like $40. And other than that, there's only a few other cards that are above $10. But Obsidian Flames, it reached like 120, but then it kind of dipped down. You can get him now for around $110. But Obsidian Flames, I feel like you could probably see some good deals during Black Friday. Because I don't know, it's an all right set. It just has Charizard. But yeah, if you find some deals for these on Black Friday, maybe it's probably not a bad pickup. But yeah, Obsidian Flames don't really have much to say about it. You guys know I had a case of these and I already sold it because I don't really like Obsidian Flames and I didn't like even the price I got it for, which was very cheap. I just didn't like it, so I sold it. I got some flame for it, but it is what it is. So Obsidian Flames, if there's some deals on Black Friday and you're looking to pick them up, probably wouldn't be the worst idea. But I think as of right now, you don't really need to buy Obsidian Flames. You can see here it had kind of a hype thing going up, and I think it's kind of starting to die down a little bit. So if you're buying Obsidian Flames or you're looking to, I'd probably wait until Black Friday. And then now I want to get onto some interesting products here that will be interesting to see during Black Friday if there are any sales for these, because there's just such high demand and lower volume for these products I'm going to show you here, where I wonder if they're going to get reprinted before Black Friday, or if there's just going to be any sales for these products. Because like I said, there's just so much demand where I don't know if stores are even going to have to have a sale for any of these, because there's just so much demand where I don't think they really need to do it. But Twilight Masgrade, it's at 143. It's so expensive. I mean, this set only released like 4 months ago. 143 is crazy because just a few months ago you could have gotten a case for $600, and now cases are going for like I think close to 900 now. It's honestly crazy. So now definitely I don't think is a good time to pick up Twilight. There's definitely potential and reprints could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon or whatever. But just at its price point, don't know if this is a good pickup. I don't think it is. It just shot up too much too quickly. But during Black Friday, hopefully, if you're looking to pick some of these up and they don't reprint or whatever by the end of the year, maybe there'll be some sales. But who really knows? The set is just so expensive right now. I don't know if there's going to be any sales because so many people are still buying it, even with there being no sales. So it'll be interesting to see, though. Next, we have Palia Evolve. Now, this is also another interesting one. This is more, older than Twilight Masgrade, but it's around the same price at around 140. Same deal though, lower supply. There's not as much demand obviously for Palia Evolve than Twilight Masgrade, so maybe we'll see more deals for Palia Evolve, hopefully. But it will be interesting to see these more expensive Scarlet Violet boxes if there are some deals during Black Friday, because they are very expensive. And honestly, I really wouldn't pick up any of these boxes right now at their price point. That's just me. And then lastly, 151. This will be interesting to see because there was supposed to be a reprint. Everyone talked about reprints, rumors, and everything, and it never came. This is a perfect example that I like to say that when people give rumors that reprints are going to happen, look, it never happened. So just don't follow what people have to say with the reprints. If there's no actual confirmation, I wouldn't listen to any of it, because a reprint for 151, where is it at? I mean, look at the box price. So 151, we will see if there's any sales for 151. Honestly, you know, these last three products that I just showed you, Twilight Masgrade, Palia Evolve, and 151, it'll be interesting to see if there are any deals for these boxes, because there's just such high demand for some of these and just not as much supply. So yeah, I just want to talk about today where, you know, there's some upcoming things that are gonna be here soon where you'll probably want to have some more money for. And some products just really I don't think you need to buy now because there's just isn't that much demand for them. So I think there'll be definitely deals out there. And then some other products that are expensive, hopefully you will find deals for as well. But we will just have to see. And hopefully we get some reprints or something by the end of the year for some of these sets. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.